Thursday to you. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great morning, in spite of any of the stress that might be there. Just right as I was getting this set up and I was getting the my phone put on the stand to start the live stream, I was moving something over, and I have my coffee cup, right, that I have my coffee in. Haven't even started it yet. And the straw's in there like always. And I moved over and I reached and I moved something and it flipped this thing up and out. Oh my goodness. And then the coffee kind of went around. Anyway, I can't let that get me down, right? I can't. I try to put on a smile no matter what, but sometimes it's impossible. It feels like that anyway. And I've got a lot of stuff happening with clients now. Truth be told, 2025 has been so much work and so much coming at me, and I love what I do. But do you ever realize that sometimes even what you love to do, too much of it can be a lot? Like, go to Disney World. I promise you, if you spent 24 hours straight at Disney World, or you spent a week straight at Disney World, or you moved in and lived at Disney World, at some point, you're going to get sick and tired of what you used to dream about going to because of the crowds or the people, or it's boring, or you've seen it all and there's nothing. But even with work, if you love your work, it can still be too much sometimes. It could be like, and in my job, the too much for us, or at least I'll speak for me, the too much for me is when problems come at me and there's more than I can take. Like, I can't sit here 15 hours a day and see people. My brain would be scrambled. Or I can't fit anybody else in. Or there's unforeseen circumstances. Excuse me. There's unforeseen circumstances in life it's really sad that happened to that family, or it's upsetting that happened, or there's frustrating circumstances that are like out of my control that happen that I can't do anything about other than try to like minimize the damage. So anyway, I'm venting a little bit, but as somebody said, there's always somebody worse off than you, and there's always somebody better off than you. And that's what happens in life. And we have to really put blinders on and focus on the life that we have in front of us. So with that being said, welcome and good morning to everyone. Keenan wants to be back in 2024. F, it's not going the way you want. Lost cause. My fiance passed away a month ago. Oh, so sad. It's so sad. EMDR, first of all, hands down, is what I would tell you if your therapist can do it. There's also a book called Tapping In by Laurel Parnell that really is a good layperson's, I like common language, right? Not technical language. Good layperson's view of how to deal with trauma and struggle, anxiety, depression, all that stuff by tapping the brain, bilateral stimulation of the brain paired with these things. I would also ask you to do plenty of walks, because the bilateral tapping of the feet is good, and let yourself have let yourself have blocks of time where grief sets in, whether it's, the anger, the bargaining, the denial, whatever comes in, the depression, the sadness, and let it happen. But try to pick those times to do it. Like, I'm going to let myself sit in it during this hour or whatever. And then I'm going to go do this or take care of this or go to work or do something. Let yourself have the moments, but pick them. And then also journal. Write to her. That's what I would say. Oh, I said her. I don't know why I said her. I guess because I'm a guy. I don't know that for sure. Write to your fiance. Like, just have kind of a journal that's just for you to be able to write. Talk to your fiance. Have conversation to be able to get some of that out and talk about it. And therapy's good. It's a good choice for that. So sorry. Suicide boys, I just love them. I do. All right, let me move up because I've just got stuck. Oh, do I think life gets better, Keenan? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Life's going to get better and it's going to get worse. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. Thank you, King. Suicide boys, 3s up. Boom. I want to do some more suicide boys. I am so grateful to have been around them, to have met them and seen them in concert and hear their music. Their music is such a message to me. Even though there's a lot of talk of destructive living. Oh, Pika Warps. Good morning. Life gets different. Better or worse isn't guaranteed. This too shall pass, as the quote goes. Things going great? This too shall pass. Things going terrible? This too shall pass. Oh, South Africa. Man, I'm sorry they don't travel there. Hey, Ree. Good morning. Writing definitely helps. Hobby that keeps your hands busy. That's a good point. Crocheting. Oh, you had a fiance pass away. Oh my goodness. All the sadness and grief. It's just, I struggle with grief. I told Jill the other day, I don't like grief. I don't like funerals. I don't like people dying. I just don't like it. And it's okay for me not to like it. I mean, it happens. It's a part of life, but I just don't like it. I'm admitting that. I struggle working with people on that just because I feel that. Oh, man. I'd rather deny. Drawing's good. That's a good thing too. I've helped turn it around. Man, Jinx. Oh man, let's go watch some Arcane. That'll turn it around in a heartbeat. I think I'm going to try to watch an episode of Arcane and an episode of The Last of Us today, back to back. How about that? Will that do me in? Get into some Avatar after that, and then Attack on Titan, and we're just going to keep it rolling. How about Severance? Anybody watching that? Oh, Keenan, I know. Oh no, Lost Cause, you bring us down. It's not. This is the place for it, man. This is what meeting like this is all about. Not even Ghosts Are This Empty in the beginning. Yeah, that's true. God, what a good album. Love that. Oh, Sri. And that's the hardest, isn't it? During a holiday, where every holiday you have that memory of that happening. Oh, man. I cut back on drinking. I'm more hungry. It could be just that need to fill. I need to fill it up. King, am I religious? I'm Christian. I don't know. Some people define religious as not a good thing. I'm faithful, very faithful, try to be. Love God and love everybody else around me. That's what I try to do, just two things. Be grateful for my daily bread. PTO, go get it, John Keegan. Good morning to you. Adrian, good morning to you. Good to see you. Some of the usual suspects, as they say in Key and Peele. It's one of my favorite scenes. Mr. Golfy. Oh, gosh. I like to just hold space, but I don't like saying hold space. To me, that's kind of weird. I'm a Christian, but not religious. I feel like people count on religion. For me, it's about faith. Like, it's my relationship with God. It's my relationship with Jesus. And I share it. I'm not one of those people that's like, hey, my faith is to myself, my beliefs to myself. I like to share it. I don't force it on people, but it's what's changed my life. I 100% can tell you, without God in my life, destruction would have taken place a long time ago. For me. Nick's here. Rise Up Reactions. Good morning, Nick. Oh, I didn't see it. No. Good morning. Good to see you here. Nick is grinding, working so hard. All this editing on these shows we're doing, it's a lot. And especially right now when there's not music. Imagine when music starts kicking in. Like, we heard the Mac Miller thing's coming out, Juice World next week coming out. Imagine as these albums start releasing this year, what is that going to be like on top of these shows? It's going to be a lot. But a lot of people over at Patreon, go to Patreon, y'all. It's worth it. The VIP tier is where it's at with new shows. We've got The Last of Us, we've got Arcane. We're coming up with, excuse me, Avatar coming next. I can't speak, and I haven't even started my day. That's going to be awesome today. First session is a playroom, though, and I love getting in that playroom. It's so fun. Children are so hopeful in life. They just want happiness. They want joy. I'm watching it, Jinxed. I'm watching it right now. We just released season 2, episode 2 on Patreon, and episode 1's on YouTube. Yeah, that Last of Us. It's coming out today, by the way. The Last of Us season 1, episode 1, coming out today on YouTube. Wow, you did your taxes, and that's a good thing. I like that, Heather. Yeah, I would like to interview the Suicide Boys. I remember talking to Scrim one time, and he said, I want to do a podcast when I quit doing music. He wants to have his own podcast. And he said, you're coming on, Tom. Like, I want to have you as a guest to be able to talk through a lot of things. I thought, that would be super fun, wouldn't it? But I would love to interview them. Lots of questions I could ask them. Oh, man. But I hope everybody has a great day. I've got about 10 more minutes, and then I've got to go pull myself together and try to assemble a voice to be able to speak today. Otherwise, I would just listen. And I would just say, like, go ahead. You can talk. Neighbor putting his dog down. I feel like that's what we are real close to, with Hope. It's almost 15, and she can't hardly hold down food, and she's going to the bathroom. It's just a horrible story everywhere. I woke up this morning. She had peed all over the landing area she's on, and was up early. Like, she's pretty clockwork with how she does it, but man, she was up and she was stepping in it and just trailed it through the house. I had to clean it all up and try to get myself to work. It's just a lot. I don't know how much longer. Oh, Zealot. So sorry. Oh, it's terrible. We can all commiserate. We should have a day of the week where we just literally talk about the things that are really dragging us down, and then a day of the week where we talk about the things that are hopeful. We'll pick different live streams. Oh, Rice. Am I supposed to be saying Reese? Power's flickering. Patience be sent to you, Ree. Man, I'm trying to prep for this weather next week. We're used to it down here. The super cold weather. And it's supposed to snow here in Houston. Live streaming the snow, if that happens, that's what I'm talking about. Man, we never see snow here. Hardly ever. We got the freeze a few years ago that had snow, but mostly ice. Oh, David. It's terrible when someone or something close to you isn't here or is sick, especially animals that can't really speak to you about it. God, everybody's had pets that, oh man. Hey, good for you, Beaches. I like that. Congrats. Oh, I hope everybody has a better day today, a better rest of the day today. And if it's going well, keep it up. When episode 1, Last of Us, today on YouTube. Rice today on YouTube. It can't be Rice, is it? Yeah, today on YouTube, but go to Patreon VIP tier, and that's where episode one's already out. The full unedited. It's almost 2 hours, the episode one. So if you want to see the full episode, it is out on Patreon right now. But if you want to see the shortened version, oh, it's Rice. Okay. If you want to see the shortened version, it'll come out on YouTube. And then every Monday, I think, is what we're planning for The Last of Us. And then every Wednesday and Saturday for Arcane. So it is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. And then when Arcane stops, excuse me, I think I'm going to start Avatar. And we'll still keep it probably 3 days a week going. Heather, want to get high. That's a Juice WRLD. But the old adage, get high on life, right, Heather? It's so difficult to say. I really want to do that. But then I always ask people, is your life any better now than it was when you were using it? And if not, then how did that make life any better? Any habit, anything, any substance, any drink, any food, any whatever. It's kind of like people with money. I want to spend money. I want to go shopping. I want to go travel. I want to go buy something so bad. But is that because of something else? Stray strong. Zealot, always newer artists. Yes, we do. But it depends on the live stream. Outer space. I've been kind of fixated on that. What was it, Nick? God, I wish I could get it in my head. It wasn't Step Down. Nick deals with me all the time. I'm like, I think of names for things. It's like, how do you think of that being the name of the song? But it's like, oh, David, that's so true. See, I hear you, man. I understand that. I spoke because it was the only thing that kept me from ending conversations with my fist. People that have everything seem to always feel like they have nothing. Used to drink to let out my feelings and then pretend didn't remember it the next day. Yep. Pretend. Key word there, pretend. Y'all, a couple more minutes. Then I'm going to go, and y'all are going to go, and we're going to have a great day. And we're going to report back tomorrow and see how today was. A follow-up from yesterday. This is kind of like our group meeting here. John Keegan, congrats. 40 months, no smoking. Way to go. Heather, our heater, going good. I like it. Close to homelessness and found an apartment. And jobless and found a job. Congrats to you. I love that. Get that CDL, Heather. You can do this as hard as it is. I know. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dream. Key rule, if you drink, never drink when sad. Yeah, it's depressant. Yeah, 100%. Okay, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, as they say in The Truman Show. Hope you have a great day. I will see you here tomorrow in the morning. I don't know if we're live streaming today or tomorrow or Saturday or when, but I really want to do a live stream with all of the people on the VIP tier of Patreon. I kind of want to do a Zoom call because there are hundreds of people. I think there's almost 400 people on that tier. And I wonder how many would show up if we did a Zoom call. Would there be hundreds of people there, or would it just be like 50? Nick's shaking in his boots at this point. Like, what? Oh, join our Discord too, by the way. Thanks, Simplicity. Join our Discord. It's a pretty rocking place. Cool people like Ree running the show. Okay, y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.